Avatar is a masterpiece, a take that you may have heard many times. But is it actually that good? Does it really have everything a masterpiece should have? Does it have an amazing plot, fights, characters? But most important,
where's Momo? Let's find out!
Avatar The Last Airbender is probably the show that I've watched the most times in my life. I've also watched Legend of Korra multiple times, so if you also want a video about that, let it know in the comments. Anyway, as of course everyone knows, The Last Airbender isn't an anime. It is very weird, to be honest, because I grew up watching this show and most cartoons that come on TV are shows without any story or progress. They are just shows that throw a poop joke every 5 minutes. Who would find that funny at all?
Poop!
But The Last Airbender does have an amazing story that is one of the best that I've seen. That's also why I saw it as a show like Pokemon or Beyblade or Inazuma 11, because they are all shows that I watched as a kid where they made progress and had a story. But yeah, in case your memory is as blurry as mine, I will give you a little flashback to what happened in the 3 books.
Water.
Sokka and Katara finds Aang. Aang does cool trick and alarms the Fire Nation. Zuko gets Aang does swoosh, pow, bang. Goes on an adventure with Katara and Sokka. Saves the souls of a town. Goes talk to Grandpa Roku. Comes across Jerk, blah blah blah. Zuko saves him as their blue spirit. Aang hurts Katara with fire. Arrives at the North Pole. General Zhao comes and Sokka's first girlfriend goes up in the sky.
Earth.
Aang kisses for the first time in 112 years. Aang hears Tree calling him. Kyoshi doesn't like short people. They find the best earthbender. Zuko goes on a side quest. Sokka is being... This thing scared me. Appa is gone. She does what she always does. Passing Sei is a mess. Aang is a simp and almost dies.
Fire.
Aang has hair. Gives a party. This man was cool. Sokka training arc. Of course, a beach episode. Roku in his wild days. Toph and Sokka live like kings. Scary old lady. Momo vs Appa. The invasion. Zuko wants to be friends. The Sun Warriors. Prison arc. Katara has trust issues. More handsome Sokka. Aang goes sleepwalking. Fights Ozai. Takes his bending. And
Loser Lord!
did I forget something? But yeah, I like to think that I am a knowledgeable man when it comes to Avatar The Last Airbender. Besides refreshing your memory, there are also some opinions I want to give on trivia that I found. Zuko was one of the last characters written into the show. The Fire Lord was meant to be the show's main antagonist, but the writers realized he would not be able to cause Aang and his friends trouble sitting from his throne. Zuko was then written in the show. First of all, good on the writers, cause if Zuko wasn't in the story, Avatar wouldn't be as good as it is today. Outside of Aang, he plays the biggest role in the story. Without him, Avatar isn't just Avatar. I also love the dynamic between him and Uncle Iroh. Every time he talks, everybody listens. Nobody interrupts the Dragon of the West. Arguably one of the best father figure in fiction. He had such intelligence and wisdom that nobody else really has. And we shouldn't forget that he is a brick shithouse that let the 2 Lost Dragons go without anybody noticing and was the founder of his own clan that in the Legend of Korra still exists, although you can't compare that shit with bloodbending, which is introduced in season 3 with Hama, the scary old lady, was originally meant to be more brutal. The idea was that any characters that were bloodbent would show visible pain and agony to the technique. Nickelodeon asked the writers to tone it down as the idea was considered too horrific for children. When I first saw her, I was already terrified. And it was toned down. She and the owl of Wang Shitong were the only things that I found scary, but now I wish they had gone with the more brutal approach. In the early stages of writing Momo, the flying lemur that acts as an animal guide to the group, was initially conceived as the reincarnation of monk Gyatso, Aang's long-dead airbending mentor and friend. It would have been a reference to the Buddhist belief in reincarnation and to show that even in death, Gyatso will always be by his side. This idea was scrapped. Why? This would be so cool if they went through with this. I'm not saying that this should be a big part in the story, but if they discover this in like a small part.
Call that an Easter egg.
That would be awesome!
But yeah, Avatar is for me the show that I constantly go back to for years. Is there anything better? I highly recommend it. The Legend of Korra is also very good. Certainly not as good as The Last Airbender, but you should give it a try. Thank you so much for watching till the end of the video. If you want to be a part of Mega Chat,